Ready?
Sure. Yeah, for sure. I can start right now.
Yeah, Kavya. Okay,
Alright.
Adi, just a minute. Give me a
No
minute.
worries. That's good.
Kavya, what we are planning is, I am writing in the chat. What we will do is, we will, yeah, Kavya. Okay. Yeah, Adi, we can start with you. I think, or you are on mute. Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Adi.
Great. And is my voice audible?
Yeah, your voice is also audible.
So first of all, I would like to thank Darshan sir again. I'm glad to listen to all the stories we all have to offer. So this is my picture. So this is how I used to look before the pandemic. So all of you can have a good look. And
And yes,
okay, so one quote.
hope our sorry planning team is working with Kavya to fix his connection issue. Yeah, Satbir and all. Yes,
Yes.
please, Adi.
So this is a quote I believe in. Like none of it works unless you work. We have to do our part. Knowing is half the battle. Action is the second half of the battle. When Mr. Darshan asked me, please share your journey, I was like, my journey? Never, like no one has asked me this question before. The journey, like what is this question? So I've tried to put all of it in these 8 blocks, and I hope all of you get to learn something new from my journey. So I put it in uh, small points, so it's easier for all of you. So let's start. So let's begin with me, what I've learned until now, and I hope it's helpful for everyone. So in my childhood, people often told me that I was good in dramatics and mathematics. A coincidence, they rhyme, but what I was saying was I was not actually a whiz kid in mathematics. I was termed just by my relatives and my friends. I feel that wasn't the case because it was just something I worked diligently for, and it came naturally to me and went away. So I think there are things which do not stay with us for a long period of time, and this is just a small example for it. But you don't need to be a whiz kid to understand math. That's quite doable. So I would like to now start what that failure taught me. I was always inclined to science, computer science, and I was following my inner thoughts, and this was something I really wanted. But life had different plans. So I got pathetic grades, which devalued my self confidence. And as I grew up, I got to know that grades was not checking your success or putting a mark for your life. The best part was my family was always supportive about it. So the thing about failure is it will test you and it will test the people around you. But it is always another opportunity to do something better. Similarly, an achievement and a crisis both are opportunities. If you don't face a difficulty or a problem, there will be no incentive to improve. If you believe we are succeeding with your activities, then we won't do anything different to make our situation better. Now, it is very important to learn to live with uncertainty, especially if it's about you. Our life is so uncertain that anything can happen anytime, you know. So, but we need to accept and adapt the uncertain events that are around us, situations we've never faced before, and there are times that our surroundings change. So we don't know how to react to it. An easy example for me is that I'm from Delhi and I'd gone to Ireland, which had a different education system, and many things were new. Like something simple as buying groceries in Ireland was new to me, like such a simple task. So it can be anything for you, but we need to know how to react to uncertain event. Now, committing mistakes will always with you and your relationships, or maybe relations. So, like terms and conditions apply. Like I've learned so much from my mistakes that I would have never learned this much from a textbook. Committing a mistake will help you analyze the mistake, who was at fault, how can it be improved, and what are the factors you never took into consideration. A very simple example again was in class 9. I was not good at writing emails, really poor at it. And trust me, I've committed a good amount of mistakes. So eventually got to learn how to write better mails and what essentials do I need to mention before sending out the button. So it can be anything for you. If you don't commit your mistake, you'll never know where you lagged and how you can improve. So this next one is no one cares about your world-changing idea. I wouldn't have returned this maybe a week ago, but recently I attended a webinar by Founder Institute at Sydney. They basically talk about ideas which come hardly to us, but people see it only as a possibility or just as a brainstorming session. So, like Kavya was telling about a startup, it's not only important as an idea, but all of us need to learn how to communicate our idea to others so they actually listen to you. So, in this talk, the entrepreneurs had shared some practices and strategies and mistakes to avoid. So, I would say, like, no one actually cares if you have a world changing idea until you communicate in the right way and make them understand and be on the same page as you. And this has happened quite frequently with me. Like, I never had a world changing idea, but there have been times where I wanted to convince someone or tell them something, but I failed to use the right words, and it totally changed what I was trying to convey. So next is, what does success mean to you? We all have different definition of success. As a kid, it might be winning the dance competition. As a teenager, it might be getting good grades or impressing your friend. And in college, it can be landing that football team or landing that dream job. It can also be commencing a startup. So with age, the definition of success keeps changing. Like, people go from wealth creation to excellence and self-actualization. And it has been similar with me and with my goals. Like, they have changed so frequently, and like, they keep changing. Like, every year or after 2 years, I feel I have a new goal to achieve. So similarly, like with age, everyone's definition of success keeps changing. So if someone asked me today, okay, sorry. So what I was going to say is, we need to know our passions and interests. So like, if someone might ask me, who are you, Adi? I should have something more to say than my profession or my job title. I can just say, I'm from Delhi, I'm chairperson of Enactus, etc., etc. We should always have more to speak about ourselves. And this is something I used to face as a kid because I never had the right words, or maybe tell more to people than saying, I'm Adi, I'm in this class, I love playing football. That's it. That was just the road or the wall I used to hit. But now I think we all should know our own interests and passions and drives that make us, or they influence our decisions as well. So we should know them. And like, it has often led to excess workload for me or late submissions. But I feel that my interests or passions make me who I am. And, it helps me delve into something other than what I'm studying. So last point in my journey is the end is the beginning. So it is not a Netflix show dark reference, and I mean it. So what I mean to say is, it's never the end. Only death is the end. You always have another chance. You always have another shot to do it all again and make it all happen. If you have learned to fall, trust me, you will always see the things that successful people haven't seen. You just need to open your brain and your eyes and look at it. And if you've done it before, more the merrier. You'll do it again. So put in the hard work and do it only if you want to make it happen. So if you ask what's next with me, I really don't know. My goals keep changing at times. I won't give you an industry I would work in. Will it even be related to my degree? I have no idea. I plan to probably work on my own enterprise with a colleague and a mentor who can guide me. But that's about me. And that's the end. So I hope you guys got to learn something about me, and I hope it
Yeah,
can be helpful for all of you.
I think that's great. Okay, so by that time, if someone has checked with Kavya, we will come back to Kavya after we go through the presentation from Sahaj. But we would like to ask several things to you. That why a BCom graduate goes out of India, means what was the purpose like?
So the thing was,
No, and one more thing, a subsequent question. Uh, do people ask you the same question? I'm sure your family may not have asked you, but in your college or you know, are you an odd one out over there?
No, I don't think so. Like, I so my life like kind of changed in the first semester and the second semester. If you go out there, you'll see everyone is involved in something. I mean, I can't give a better example than Surbi.
Mm-hmm,
She's like almost 2 years kind of ahead of me, but you can still see that the things she has achieved. So I
mm-hmm,
think many people are involved there.
mm-hmm,
And for the BCom question, so the thing was, I never knew I would land in Ireland, but things kind of turned that way, and I was getting a good scholarship. So
mm-hmm.
I took the opportunity to make it happen, and I'm glad with the decision. It's really working out for me.
Great. I think you have taken the prank seriously, but because I was just going to bring it, on a lighter note, but definitely you have a, great potential to be, because I can see that, the commerce is never taken seriously in India.
Oh,
Yeah, people take it as a second grade, career, not the first end career. But I'm sure in Ireland the situation may be a different one. But over to Enrique, if he has points to add.
Yeah, Adi, first of all, congratulations on going global. That's what you did, right? So, congratulations to you. There are four things that I took away from you, and optimism is number one. So, you exude optimism, and I know that that will take you a long way. Number one, family support. Family support is so important. Even if it's not family, get a good support system. Surround yourself with people that might not be like-minded, but are you-minded. And by that, I mean they are more focused on your achievements and your goals than you are. And you need that. You need a good cheering system. Being present and aware. You know that you are not in your country. You know, and you're in another country. You're trying to span your wings. You're trying to achieve. You have to know you, and the moment you know you and you are aware of you, you can make everybody else aware. I tell a lot of people, I said, I can help you, but I can't help you if I don't know you. And the only way I can know you is if you know yourself. And that's a huge task for people. Most of us didn't know what we wanted to do. Some of us still don't know what we wanted to do. So you're leaps and bounds, and I congratulate you on that. Another thing was mistakes and failures are not the problem. A lot of people shy away from mistakes and failure, but that's not the problem. The problem is how you face them and how you come out of them. And so, as long as you can face and come out in a positive way through mistakes and failures, you will always achieve, even if it's the smallest amount. And don't forget to celebrate those, even those small achievements. You mentioned also communicating. If you communicate effectively, learn that. Learn how to communicate effectively, even where you are today, because that communication skill will help you as you go up the life stages. And so, congratulations to you, and thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Enrique. And I think it's time